Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final round of our Big Bash series in Cricket 19. The Melbourne Stars taking on the Hobart Hurricanes. They're your leading run scorers for the competition. The Stars have won the toss. They've elected to field. We're playing at Blundstone Arena here. Adam Zampa will finish. You'd think he's going to finish on top of the leading wicket takers there. Delstane 3 behind him, so he's got a little bit of ground to make up. But this is where it's very interesting today. The Stars require a victory to finish in second place. A loss will see them into fourth place. A tie would also see them into second place. They need any kind of points. The Hurricanes, they're out of the finals race. But if they win, they can finish seventh. So a lot to play for the Melbourne Stars. They wouldn't want to finish in fourth position. You got to win 4 games of BBL finals to win from fourth position. If you finish in second, you only need to win 2 to win the entire Big Bash. So a lot on the line for the Melbourne Stars. Adam Zampa, as we said, with the new ball. Surprised? Not really, because he is the leading wicket taker for the Melbourne Stars. So it does make sense that he would be the one to try and snag that wicket early. We saw Delstane do it for them early in the season. He, of course, will not be playing in the finals because we'll be subbing in Pat Brown for Delstane once we get to the finals. And the teams might change a little bit once we get to the finals because obviously a little bit of roster changes and things would have happened. And you can't change your rosters once you actually start your season. So it's a bit of a bummer, but it means that now we finally get the opportunity to make some moves and change things up. So while Stain has been an integral part of this Big Bash side up until now, by the way, the Hurricanes on fire early. None for 33 inside the opening 3 overs. Bit of a shout here. That's given. Just sort of stayed low, didn't it? Not a lot of bounce off the wicket. Anyway, as we're saying, Delstane has been an integral part of the Stars side so far, but we want to be as realistic as possible to the real world. So he actually stopped playing weeks ago for the Melbourne Stars, and Pat Brown was the man who subbed in. So we're going to get some action with Pat Brown throughout the finals. At the moment, Delstane none for 8 from his first over. Dot ball to begin his second. Quality shot here from Caleb Jewell. So Darcy Short was the man who really took the attack to the Stars early. He got them off to a flyer, the Hurricanes, of course, before his wicket lost. Matthew Wade at the other end. 9 from 9. Hasn't been as aggressive as we said, but this is high and into the night sky and into the stands. A 92-metre 6. That is one of the longer boundaries down here for the hill. Short boundary, of course, is the stand side, or the side with the big grandstand on it. It's a big sweep from Wade, and he's missed it, but they'll scurry through for a leg by. As the Hurricanes currently going at 9 and over. That is the short boundary. As you see, Wade just targeting it there, just 71 metres. If you can get it in that area. Or is that the same boundary he was targeting before? I'm not too sure, to be perfectly honest. It's a bit of a shout here from Sandeep Lamishane. I reckon it's pitched outside leg, as has that delivery, as Wade continues to whip it over. And he was 9 from his first 9 deliveries. In his next 10 balls, he's managed to pick up 20 odd runs. Now 35 from 21. As he sends that one over cover in between the gap of sort of the extra cover in that sort of point fielder. 1 for 82, the Hurricanes after 9. Now this one in the air again, but again it's into the stand. Just a beautiful shot from Matthew Wade. Brings up the 50 partnership with Caleb Jewell. He goes over the top again, Wade, and it's going to be 4 more, so he's up to 49. After letting Darcy Short do all the work early, Matthew Wade has picked up the half century for himself. And it's a surprise that this Hurricane side, especially with this power at the top of the order, is so far down the ladder. They're finishing in last position. If they win today, of course, they will move into 7th position. What a beautiful delivery from Sandeep. Gets the wicket of Matthew Wade, bowling leggies round the wicket. Oh, it's beautiful. I mean, it's predictable, but it just turned a long way. This one, not a lot of bounce either. That variable bounce could come into it a little bit later on and might come back to cost the Stars. Obviously, bat on ball early is the key. And runs on the board generally is not a bad way to go about things in pressure situations. We've seen in time and time again in finals, if you can get runs on the board, whether it's 140 or 150, it's good enough sometimes to keep the pressure on the opposition, not allow them to get ahead of the game and win it. Right now, the Hurricanes 2 for 103. They're on track for about 180. If they keep this run rate up. That's in the air from Ben McDermott. Could it be taken in the deep? Man gets under it, takes the catch and falls over the rope for 6. So Adam Zampa, he'll be fuming. None for 28 from his 3.3 overs. Hasn't quite been as effective today as we've seen him throughout this Big Bash. The 22 wickets, of course, he has taken so far from the Big Bashes. That's an edge through for 4 for Benny McDermott. And it's a no ball too, so it'll be a free hit off the bowling of Marcus Stoinis. And McDermott doesn't miss out there. Maybe he does. He gets caught in the deep, so they'll come back for 2. But they'll take it. 16 overs gone, 2 for 134. Glenn Maxwell into the attack. This one's skied from Jewell. It should be taken. There's a man underneath it. Is he over the rope? Not quite. So it is going to be a wicket. The Canes will lose their 3rd. A good bowling change from the Stars skipper Glenn Maxwell to put himself in. And he's allowed his side. Wicket number 3. Although Caleb Jewell was starting to be a bit of a nuisance for the Canes. He was scoring at not an extremely high strike rate. You can see they're scoring at 70. So he was just going to try and bat out the time. McDermott at the other end was going over 100. As he puts this one towards deep cover, and it beats Zampa and goes to the boundary for 4. So you wonder what score the Hurricanes will be looking for here. Their run rate suggests they're on track for minimum 160. One stage they were looking like they were going to get 180, maybe even 200, and they've still got 7 wickets in the shed, so they can afford to take some risks as McDermott hauls out towards mid-wicket. And it's dropped by Lamashane, but I think it's a strategic drop because he knew that if he took the catch, he was probably going to fall over the rope for 6. So, might have saved 4 runs there. This time, not as much on it from McDermott. The catch is taken from Maddinson inside the rope. And the Stars get their next wicket, wicket number 4, I think it might be. Nathan Coulter-Nile, the bowler there. Again, targeting, that's probably the longer of the square boundaries down there. Towards mid-wicket, couldn't get enough onto it. And as we said, oh, it's Dale Steyn who took the catch, actually. I thought it was Maddinson. Maddison's got tats, that's what I was looking at. I was looking at the tattoos. Anyway, 2 overs to come. The Hurricanes 148, now 154. Still looking for that 170 score. If they manage to get 10 and over for these next 2, we know how quickly you can score in the back end, especially with wickets in hand. This could be a wicket, and it is. Speaking of wickets in hand, Maxwell's got a couple. Hanscom a good catch behind the wicket for George Bailey's dismissal. Jofra Archer now out into the middle for the Hurricanes, and Dale Steyn to bowl his final over for the Stars this season before he departs. Interesting that he's departing right on the finals. I feel like there's some sort of qualification system. If you're an international player, surely you just can't come in right on the finals and just play the finals. But nevertheless, that's exactly what we're going to do. It's a couple of good dot balls here from Steyn. Another good ball. It's only going to be 1 run. Maybe 2. They pick up leg byes here. Bit of miscommunication in the field. So 2 deliveries to go. 163 the current score. Another single gets it to 164. And now goes big. Does Faulkner, does it have the carry? Yes, it does. It's 6. So they end up with 170 do the Canes. The Cane train, yippity dippity doo, as the Bev Show would suggest. But the Melbourne Stars pick up 5 wickets there. But a big score as well from the Hobart Hurricanes. 170. As we said, at one stage they were looking on track to pick up 190 or 180, sort of that 180 to 200 mark. Riley Meredith to begin with the new ball for the Canes as they look to upset the Melbourne Stars and put them into 4th position if they lose today. The Melbourne Stars, a win, of course, would see them into 2nd place. So big finals ramifications does this game have. Stoinis picks up an early boundary. Ben Dunk back into the side today. They're trying to get him in there, ready for the finals. One of the top leading run scorers in Big Bash history, Ben Dunk. He's right up there with some of the best. Scored a number of runs in the Big Bash. Oh, that's close. Scurries through for 1. Does have a Big Bash 100 to his name as well. I know it was a few years ago now, but he's got one. So if he could do that again today, that'd be great. Big start here from the Hurricanes. Just none for 16, the Melbourne Stars after 4 overs. That's 4 and over. It's not going to be enough. They're really going to need to get a move on. And Stoinis tries to do that and he's caught behind. Finger goes up, the wicket is taken, and Marcus Stoinis departs for 14. The Stars 1 for 20. And Hanscom's first ball to the boundary this time. So after 5 overs, 1 for 24. A very slow start for the Stars. Definitely need to pick this run rate up. They got to get a move on. Whether it's now or later. Oh, that's close. Big run out chance. Let's have a look here. Hanscom, does he get home? Yes, he does. That'll be given as not out by the 3rd umpire. Clearly a metre inside. And this time he's edged and gone. So the Stars. Come on, the Stars. Can you just lift? Honestly. 2 for 30. Inside after the power play. There's a no ball. Could that be the start of possibly something? Glenn Maxwell out in the middle there with Ben Dunk right now. Still need a further 140 runs from the next 14. So the run rate has jumped up to 10 per over. And off the free hit, Maxi edges to the boundary for 4. So they'll take the runs any way they can get them at this stage. Because as we said, they need just about 10 and over, maybe a little more. This is a little lucky deflection. I'll pick up a couple more here. This 50 is up for the Stars. Halfway through the 9th over. And again, they're just not able to really get bat on ball. It's been a bit of a struggle for them. Thought about 2. Just settle for 1. Run rate still around that 10 and over mark. It might have even jumped up a little bit further than that. So they need 114 from the last 10 overs. Dunk tries to go over cover. Doesn't get enough on it. And the next wicket for the Melbourne Stars fall. They're 3 for 57. Nick Maddinson, the new man, out in the middle. And we've seen this a few times for the Melbourne Stars. They've just put themselves in difficult positions. And right now, the stakes are high. They must win this game to get themselves into 2nd position. There's a little overthrow. They're going to sneak through for 1. But it's currently 12 and over. Free hit. And Maddinson makes the most of it with a 6. Could that be the spark the Stars require to get themselves well and truly into this match? They know they got to target that short boundary, and it's another no ball as Maddinson ends up getting caught. So a bit of luck going the Stars' way lately. A couple of no balls from James Faulkner as this time Maxwell goes over the top. He's caught on that free hit. So they've really got to make the most of those free hits as well as opportunities elsewhere. Oh, now a drop catch. Oh boy, what is happening? The Stars are starting to get a little bit of momentum and maybe a little bit of panic stations from the Hurricanes. I mean, it's still like 12 and over, but they're just missing chances. They're bowling no balls. They're allowing the Stars a little bit of a chance to settle here into a partnership and get into this game as we see a single picked up here from Maddinson. And they're going to run 2 because I don't really know if they could have done that. Probably should have been called a dead ball, but a real strange throw there towards the mid-off fielder. Allowed them to sneak through for a 2nd. Run rate above 12 and over at the moment. With more than 2 a ball required. 83 from the next 39 for the Melbourne Stars. Thought about the second. Good decision to call no as Jofra Archer's into the attack and smashed over his head for 4 from Maxwell, who I think it's probably time for him to get a move on as well. He's currently 25 from 27. A short ball from someone gets pulled by Madison, and it's a no ball as well. So a no ball 4, that's worth 5 runs, and this time he can't capitalise on the free hit. It's a dot, so really good stuff from the Canes. Stars 3 for 100. They need 70 runs from these final 6 overs. Oh, that would have been an absolutely gone for all money run out. And they're going to get an extra run. He was nowhere near the crease. Maxwell goes big, and it's 4. That full and wide delivery dispatched this time again. Man in the deep. Oh, he's dropped it. Right on the rope. He's put it down. How costly will that be? They've started to pick up a little bit with the run rate here, the Stars. It's back to 11 required and over. This time the man's there. Or is he? Oh, it's not. It's in the gap. It's 4. So the Melbourne Stars, a bit of momentum. Again, full, wide, and smashed over cover. It's 4 again. James Faulkner having a shocking over, and again, bowls the same delivery. There's a man in the deep who takes it and walks over the rope. Oh, boundaries after boundaries after boundaries. Maxwell's taken a risk this over, and the Stars are back in this game. They need 44 from the final 26 balls, and this time the strategic play of going along the ground. They're thinking about 2, but they'll settle for 1. It's just been smart batting lately. They now need 40 from the final 4 overs. Madison reverse sweeps a boundary. A lot of momentum going the Stars' way right now. There was drop catches, no balls, free hits, boundaries, run out chances, and everything falling the way of the Melbourne Stars right now as Madison goes big. And it's 6 more runs for the Stars. Oh, have a look at this game. It is absolutely changed in a matter of moments. 1 big over from Maxwell. And now it's back down to 10 per over required. Game alive. Maxi goes over the top, doesn't quite get enough on it. It's going to be 1. They'll think about 2, but settle for 1. 25 from 15, and oh, he's bowled him, but it's a no ball. Oh dear, Riley Merritt, that would have been a massive wicket. Madison on the free hit goes big with a 6. And the Stars in a great position. Oh, and it's another no ball again. So a 6, a free hit. Oh, that is the worst little passage of play ever from the Hurricanes. A wicket on a no ball, a 6 on a free hit, and a second no ball. I mean, this one's a dot ball, but gee whiz. How the game has swung. 17 from 14 required now. A horror moment for the Canes as Madison picks up 50. Run out chance. It's a direct hit. It's out. So Nick Madison out for 50. As he gets run out here, a beautiful throw from Jofra Archer. The direct hit was perfection. And Nick Madison run out for 50. Is that something that can twist this game once more? Meredith's still got another over. Seb Gotchin at the crease. And he goes down the ground. And he's been dropped too. And they'll come back for a second. Oh dear, the fielding has just been poor from the Hurricanes today. It really has. So they pick up a leg bye here. It's 14 from the last 2 overs the Stars need. Seb Gotch at one end. And he has absolutely smashed that out of here. Oh, it is out of here. It's over the stands. That ball is gone. Good luck finding that one. It's headed over Bass Strait back to Victoria. And it has gone all the way for 6 and out of the ground. Seb Gotch, 133 metres. huge. And that could be enough for the Stars to win the game. They need 7 from the final 10 deliveries. They can just knock it around now. As he hits this one down the ground, they'll look to pick up 2 again. Maxwell storming home and he dives beautifully. Gee, the effort in the field has been pretty poor from the Canes as this is a wicket. It's been reviewed, but it's absolutely plumb. Seb Gotch got to go. Hilton Cartwright now out to the middle for the Stars. Summers, can he get another wicket? No, he can't. Cartwright squeezes it away for a single. They need 4 from 7, the Stars. Maxwell on strike on 49. Goes down the ground all the way for 6. And the Melbourne Stars win by 5 wickets. Oh, an extraordinary game of cricket here at Blundstone Arena. Maxwell, the 5 boundaries and the 2 sixes. Total of 7 boundaries, I suppose. 5 fours and 2 sixes. The Stars win by 5 wickets. They're going to finish in 2nd place in the Big Bash. Absolutely fantastic from them. Take a look at the scorecard here for the Hurricanes. Matthew Wade's 51, pretty good for the Canes. Darcy Short started well, and Caleb Jewell and Ben McDermott with little cameo innings, as well as Jimmy Faulkner's 13 from 6. Oh no, that's George Bailey, sorry, 13 from 6. But they put 170 on the board. You thought it was probably going to be enough. The Stars started slow before they managed to just turn things around. And let's have a look at that worm. You can see at the 15 over mark was really where the Stars started to jump up and creep up to that worm of the Hurricanes before they managed to overtake it with an over to spare. Gee, that is all the momentum the Stars would love going into this final series, or these finals of the Big Bash here. Let's have a look at that massive 6 from Seb Gotch again. It went all the way out of the ground. They had to get a new ball. It was absolutely gone. Then Maxwell's match-winning 6 with an over to spare. Well, let's recap how this Big Bash season has gone and how the finals are looking. So the qualifier will have the Thunder and the Stars play off for a place in the grand final. The Sixers will play the Heat in an elimination match. The winner of that will then play the Strikers in the knockout game. I'm going to be playing through all 5 of these finals right here on this channel. So make sure you stay tuned, subscribe and get all that jazz. And here are your final results with the standings. Zampa, your leading wicket taker. Usman Khawaja, your leading run scorer. Thank you guys so much for watching this Big Bash series on my channel. I hope you have enjoyed it. The finals are coming up. It's a time to get excited. I hope you've had a great time watching this series. And I will see you all later. Goodbye.